What if I told you the world is running out of the metal that keeps the lights on, powers your phone, and fuels the green revolution? No, it's not gold, not silver. It's the one metal no one's watching, and yet without it, modern civilization stops overnight. Factories freeze, EVs die, even AI servers go dark. A silent shortage has already begun, and almost nobody sees it coming. The metal's name? Copper. And what's about to happen in the copper market will make the gold rush look small. Because everything we've built, our grids, our tech, our climate dreams, quietly depend on this one forgotten element. And the math behind it is cracking. The metal everyone forgot. Copper isn't glamorous. It doesn't sparkle or trade as a meme. But it's everywhere, inside every wall, vehicle and circuit on Earth. Without copper, there's no electricity. Without electricity, there's no modern life. And yet, the world's running dangerously low. Back in 2011, copper hit $10,000 per ton during China's construction boom. Then global demand cooled, investors moved on, and miners stopped exploring. The world built on autopilot, assuming copper would always be cheap and abundant. But between 2020 and 2025, something changed quietly. Solar, EVs, data centers. They're multiplying so fast the world can't mine copper quickly enough. And that small imbalance between supply and demand, that's where every major financial story begins. Quick question before we go deeper. How long do you think we can expand clean energy when the metal behind it runs short? 5 years? 10? Drop your guess in the comments. I read them myself because I'm genuinely curious how people see this unfolding. And if you like uncovering the hidden systems behind money, energy and tech, the stories no one's telling in headlines, make sure you hit subscribe. Not the spammy kind of subscribe, but the kind that helps you see tomorrow's trends before the market catches up. All right, let's keep going, because the real twist in copper's story is still ahead. Here's the math. The world produces 22 million tons of copper a year. By 2035, demand could hit 50 million tons. We'd need a new world's largest copper mine every year to meet that. But mining exploration's down 80% since 2000. The easy copper's gone. What's left is deep, energy-intensive and politically messy. And while the West was distracted by policy debates, China quietly cornered the global copper supply chain, locking in the wiring of the future. Here's the contradiction. Copper powers the green revolution, but mining it isn't green at all. You dig through 100 tons of rock to get 1 ton of copper. It takes enormous water and energy and leaves behind toxic waste. So while governments promise a clean future, the physical foundation of that promise is literally being scraped from the earth. We're not short on ambition. We're short on metal. Most copper comes from Chile and Peru, 2 nations battling water shortages, labor strikes, and unstable politics. Africa's rising too, especially the Congo, but infrastructure and governance are shaky. Meanwhile, the US and Europe are only realizing now how exposed they are. Copper might soon become a matter of national security, because whoever controls copper controls the pace of electrification. And whoever controls electrification controls the next economy. Copper is not a metal, it's an economic pulse. For a century, oil was the global heartbeat. When oil prices moved, everything followed. Now copper is taking that role. Every trillion-dollar green investment quietly funnels back into copper demand. Some call it the next oil. Some call it the new gold. But it's more intimate than that. It's the bloodstream of civilization. Hedge funds are quietly buying copper contracts. Mega miners are buying each other, and governments are waking up far too late. As copper prices rise, every product tied to electricity gets pricier. EVs, solar panels, data centers, even your fridge. Inflation won't come from oil this time. It'll come from wires. And recycling won't save us fast enough. Copper locked in old infrastructure can't come back for decades. This isn't a hype cycle. It's a countdown. Gold symbolized wealth. Copper built it. From ancient empires to the AI age, progress has always followed copper veins. Now, we're standing at the edge of a new era, where digital dreams and green ambition collide with physical scarcity. The question isn't how high copper will go, it's how long civilization can run before the wires run thin. Because sometimes the future doesn't glitter, it conducts.